If you're receiving this message, that would imply one of three things has happened. 1. I have failed. If so, I implore you to take this message over to the High Lords of Terror and demand, I repeat, demand the Epsilon Protocol be engaged immediately. You are to call the Master Tyrannus of the 4th Company of the Knights of Titan. You are to demand he bring the entire company. Nay, the entire Brotherhood if possible. Every knight on Titan, every available weapon, and dare I even say it, the Ordo Sinister should be contacted immediately. Yes, they still exist. Don't even bother trying to give me clearance. This situation, all clearance is out the window. If that has not happened, this is simply for memorance. This is simply to be remembered. If that is the case, then listen well, and take note. If for some reason this message has gotten into the hands of one of my acolytes, then I pray you are successful, because I won't be able to scold you for reading through my archives. Maybe one of you has somehow gained the right of being an Inquisitor. I have no idea how you would be able to achieve this, considering you are yourselves after all. But, Emperor, forgive me, it could still happen. I just won't be here to see it. Or mayhaps my interrogator's playing a sick joke on me. Because yes, if you're receiving this message, no matter what has happened, I will not be here. Quite simply, I will not be present. Now then, let me discuss with you some key important details. First, and most importantly, it knows. What does that phrase mean? I cannot truly tell you yet. There's a very real chance it is still out there, and as such I cannot divulge its full nature. Knowing its full nature allows it to leave its prison. What I can tell you is the phrase, "Does the serpent know?" is an important phrase. If you should ever hear the words, "Does the serpent know?" and the answer is anything other than nothing, my brother, then you are directly speaking to the creature. If the event happens where you are not provided such a response, you are authorized to terminate anyone who does not look baffled by the question to begin with. As anyone who does not know the situation should look baffled and should barely be able to answer the question or even understand the question at all. If they answer with complete sincerity to anything other than nothing, my brother, then they are a creature. They are part of it. I am aware I sound like a delusional old fool at this point, but I must stress to you very clearly, it knows more than I would care to admit. We have done this dance now too many times. Lineal time is being affected. Whenever I sleep, the days don't line up. I go back and forward 2 to 3 days every time I sleep. As such, I have not allowed myself rest for the last 72 hours at least. I will need to be awake for another 72 more, I fear. Regrettably, this will kill me. Eventually. I do not know how many times I can recycle. How many times we can repeat the same steps. But know this. The cycle must come to an end this time. I do not know if the cycle can be restarted again. The fabric that holds it in place is waning, and I do not know for how long we have until the beast liberates itself and descends upon the Imperium. It is a beast of time. Once a man. Once. No longer. I pray to all who hear, Though I truly pray the God Emperor is hearing this. I pray you are successful. Many have already fallen, and I do not know how many stand. I see 4, but 3. But I know I've seen 4. If my own eyes are starting to deceive me, then either I've gone truly mad, or it has gained power over me. This is worse than any other cycle. I have attempted many things. I have killed them all before. I have given up my position as Inquisitor. I have sent an entire planet to hell. I have everything in my power, every option I can do, but none of them work. Nothing I've done has changed reality. So I have chosen the one thing I haven't tried. Total inaction whilst remaining in control. I appreciate this is the word of a madman here. Simply put, I no longer believe I am capable of ending this madness. So I'm not going to try any longer. I am instead going to allow my acolytes to do it for me. And the acolytes of other Inquisitors in this case. Things have gone so wrong that I've needed to call in further assistance. My acolytes, they are not the greatest, at investigating at least, and would certainly be a far cry from any Inquisitor. But I confess, they are good at doing the one thing they're good at. Cleaning up a mess, even if they create more of one in the process. It is my hope that they are able to cause enough of a disturbance to claim their target. And it is my great hope still that they are able to rouse the engine within the mountain. I have need of it, and their liberation of it would mean we may be able to use it. It won't be enough. This thing doesn't care for the physical universe anymore. It hasn't since it stopped being a man. It became a thing. But where it got its power from, I don't know. I have tried to converse with it before, and every time scars me further. My age should be reset at the start of a cycle, but I age still, because every spoken word of it burns your age into the cycle. At least that's my theory. At this point, I am concerned, because I can't really call in certain pieces. Every piece I've used before, I can never use again. They don't exist anymore. I know for a fact I had a budding interrogator among my ranks. But I can't risk anyone else like that. I can't risk them. A point will come where I have made the ultimate sacrifice, for my death delays the cycle long enough to allow the Proteus Protocol. That restarts everything. But it also could end it, at the risk of unleashing it. It can never be allowed to return to the warp, and it can never be allowed to enter the universe. I pray you have found something that I could not. Mayhaps you may even need to convert with the demon or the alien to do this. You have my blessing to do either. Though save your own souls in the process. Don't damn yourself to chaos. I end this message with a simple request. If you have somehow found this tape, and the mission was successful, I want you to destroy it. I want you to destroy it, every file, and present yourselves for mind wiping as anyone else involved in this mess. Nothing can be allowed to exist once this is done. My words to you now, that you are hearing, can never be allowed to be remembered. They can never be allowed to be remembered. You must burn them from your mind. This is the final will and testament of Inquisitor Oriath Derex Orion. Emperor be with us.